Hello, this is the third video about my Games Workshop birthday haul. In addition to the orcs and the towel I got, I also bought one of their £3 Lucky Dips. Basically what they did was, for £3, you reached into a big basket and grabbed whatever you could with one hand. So that might have been a collection of sprues or a collection of odd figures, whatever you could get your hands on. So let's have a look at what I got. There's a little mix, there's some plastic and a little bit of fine cast in there as well. Most of it will mainly be for conversion work. So to start off with, I've got what appears to be some Necron parts. There's a Necron head of some kind and a staff. Presumably this is some kind of Necron king character. There's a little bit of something or other down there as well. I don't know what particular type of Necron this comes from. Throughout this video I'll need my avid viewers to do a bit of sleuthing here, because I'm not hugely familiar with any of the armies that I don't collect myself. So yeah, there's part one. If you could tell me what that's for, that'd be interesting. And while I'm at it, any of these parts that you see, if there's anything that you want to get your hands on, send me a message or leave a comment and we might be able to arrange a trade. So that's that. What else have we got here? There's part of a high elf horse, I think, and another part of a high elf horse. So you got two halves there, and a tail and a head. I'm assuming that's the whole kit. All goes together. Yeah. So there we go, there's a horse. I don't think I've got a rider, but there's that. We've got some Eldar in fine cast. These three chaps. I don't know what kind these are. It just says Eldar. Games Workshop. So yeah, there's three of those guys. Not the most brilliant casts, but I'm sure you could work with them. And like I say, this auction was fairly cheap, so it wasn't, well, not an auction, it was just a grab bag. So there's that. Let's see what else. Let's look at all the fine cast first and then we'll get onto the plastics. I've got these things. A collection of fine cast weapons. What are they for? I'd guess they were Dark Eldar. They've got... they're quite pointy weapons. Yeah, that's got the little kind of blade on his wrist there. That's got to be Dark Eldar, hasn't it? Mainly just three swords with some arms. So that's quite cool. What else we got? Here we go. There's some wings. Two full ones and an odd one. What would those be for? Are those high elves? Are they Eldar? I don't know. They're conversion pieces. Now this is a Space Marine thingy-mabob. We've got a nice sword and a body. So all he needs is a backpack, which I'm sure I've got one of those lying around, and a head. Now I haven't got a Space Marine head lying around because I don't really collect Space Marines, but I'm sure I can get a hold of one, or I could trade this. If anyone wants one of these, again, I'd be willing to trade. Not much more fine cast here. There's a tail of some kind. Presumably from a Lord of the Rings kit. Is it from one of those new ones, like the Watcher in the Water? Got suction cups on there. It's interesting. There's also this, which appears to be the body of a dragon. Quite a heavy little fine cast block there. I'm assuming it's fine cast. I don't think it'd be forged well, would it? Although the colour's a bit different to the... You probably can't see this on the camera. It's a little bit darker than the fine cast. So maybe it could be a forged well piece. I don't know. And the last piece is this, which is some weapons. Eldar by the looks of it. Eldar swords with arms. 6 of those. Are those useful to you? They're probably not very useful to me, but like I say, you just get what you get, don't you, when you grab into a bag. Ah, there's an orc boar head and tail and some horns. I should probably stick that with the rest of my little orc boys from the other video. 1993. So yeah, we're on to plastics. Oh no, we're not. We're some treekin legs. There we go. Fine cast treekin legs. Yeah. At least I know what those are. What else have we got here? There's some high elf shields. 4 shields and a range of options of things to stick onto them. Quite cool. I haven't got any high elves, but that's cool. Aha. Oh, stop falling off. Now I've got 3 sprues of shields for orcs. By the looks of it, yep. Some nice little kind of options for each of those. There's those. There's that. And there's that. So 3 of those. So if I ever needed 12 orc shields, now I've got them. Although I can use these in my 40k. Nice flat backs, they can be pretty much used for anything. I like those. They'll come in handy, I'm sure. What have we got here? Some more orc bits. 1999, so these are this is probably an older plastic kit. There's a shield with what appears to be a foot or a hand on it. There's an arm. That looks like the top of a standard. Yep. Ooh, some orc heads. They're pretty cool. I could use those. There's always a use for orc heads. And 4 sets of orc legs. That's cool. And there's a complete sprue of night goblin stuff. I don't know if you can see this. Loads of extras. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 night goblins on there. One of which hasn't got a head moulded on, but there's the head up there. Loads of choices for weapons. The shields are on there. There's some arrows and bows, so you can make these into archers, make them into spearmen, make them into normal combat guys. One of them's got like a chain net. You've got parts for presumably the standard. I'm guessing that's for a musician. Ah, there's another part of standard. Maybe that's related to that. Maybe that's just an odd thing for anything. I don't know. Loads of weapons. And that is pretty cool. Oh, I see. That's nice, isn't it? The banner's even got a bit of design moulded on it. I like that. And then the last piece is this, which I would assume was... Gosh. Who has the symbol like that? Is this High Elves? Or is this some kind of... Let's have a look at that bow. I'd guess they were High Elves. fancy moulded swords. Yeah, it looks like an elf thing, doesn't it? And they can't be wood elves or dark elves. They're not evil enough looking, I don't think. So yeah, I'd guess that was high elf. When was that? 2000. Got 4 bodies, 4 sets of legs, 5 sets of legs, some arms, a cape, and a banner. No heads, so there's not a lot I can really do with them. Maybe I'll convert up some wood elves using some of these parts. Torsos are always useful. Probably get away with using those. Maybe have some wood elves with these kind of legs. That might be interesting. They look like they could pass for wood elves. So yeah, and that is what I've got there. That's not a bad little lot for £3. So, see anything you want in there? Make me an offer. Maybe we can trade something. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video.